Good morning. I'm Jen Amos at Weiss Research.
I'm Andy Myers, and this is your morning market alert for Friday, February 11th. Stocks on Wall Street are set to open in negative territory, and global markets are mostly lower amid continued concerns about the political situation in Egypt. President Hosni Mubarak refused to step down yesterday, weighing on risk appetite around the world. Investors are selling out of riskier assets such as stocks in favor of assets perceived to be safer, such as the U.S. dollar. It's rising sharply against other major currencies.
Investors in the U.S. and Europe are also reacting to some corporate news this morning. Nokia announced sweeping strategic changes, including a plan to use Microsoft's mobile operating system in its smartphones. The Finnish telecom giant also reorganized its leadership team to allow for faster decision-making and revamp the structure of the company. Nokia will now have two distinct units, one for high-end smartphones and one for mass-market handsets. The company's CEO said this morning that significant job cuts are on the horizon. The moves are an effort to compete more effectively with Apple and Google, but investors seem less than impressed. Nokia shares are falling 8% in the pre-market and more than 9% in Helsinki.
Among other stocks that could be in focus today is Kraft Foods. It's dropping 2% after posting a 24% decline in quarterly net income. Revenue did rise 30%, but that was mainly due to the acquisition of the British chocolate company Cadbury. Kraft blamed the disappointing results on weak consumer spending and higher prices for raw materials such as corn, wheat, and coffee. One stock rising in the pre-market is Ford Motor, up about 1.5% right now. The automaker announced that it will reduce its debt load by another $3 billion this year, after slashing $14.5 billion a year ago. Ford says the move will cut its annualized debt costs by nearly $200 million.
Analyst actions may move a few other stocks today. PepsiCo, Cisco Systems, and Sprint Nextel all reported earnings within the last couple days, and all are getting stock downgrades today. Cisco may not see much impact from JP Morgan's cut after dropping nearly 15% yesterday. But Sprint Nextel is losing 2% in the pre-market after its downgrade by Goldman Sachs. Meanwhile, both Bank of America and the benchmark company cut their ratings on Expedia following disappointing earnings. The travel site is tumbling more than 13% in the pre-market. That's the latest from Weiss Research. We'll be back after the opening bell with all the economic data and market reaction.